No. I had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. One's flared off to the right side. Puig has it in his sights, and that ends the inning. Here's Corey Seager. He has no prior history against this pitcher.
Corey Seager.
The 1-1 pitch. Ground ball down the line. Oh, and this is past him down the line. A fair ball. And they're going to walk off here with a 6-5 victory. Every game has its offensive stars, and in this one, he arguably shined the brightest. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he really made it happen with the bat in this one. You see here 2 hits, and 1 was a long ball. So he has...
A slumping hitter gets some coaching up. Even the best hitters in the world must always be at slumps happen. Poise in the face of them is a must. An unexpected summons. It's an attitude check. The manager makes his point. The player makes one of his own. The two have arrived at an understanding, perhaps.
Downtown L.A. and Dodger Stadium on a fine. At the plate, delivery to him on the way. And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike 1. Dan Dero, you check out this Dodger team as they enter play here tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty V, we're looking at a team right now. They're just playing some average baseball through 4 games of this homestand. They split at 2-2, Dero, and I think they expect a little bit more.
Yeah, and you don't want to be playing average baseball in front of your home fans. They need to find a way to win this game and try and take 3 out of the first 5 of this homestand.
Heading out towards shallow right. Puig's got a read on it. 1 away. Here's Miguel Sano. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Third baseman, Miguel.
The 0-2 home. Ground is short. This could be 2. 1 there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out. Digging in for his second at-bat, Billy Bubba. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. Grounded down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square, pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on plane.
Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. In now is Yasiel Puig. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame.
Yasiel Puig.
Hit out towards second. And that's the second out. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Billy Bubba. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's set and the pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. Puig's got a read on it, and that's the first out of the inning. Next for the Dodgers, Corey Seager. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip. Grounded to third. Fielded cleanly. On to first, and they get the double play. Now back to the top of the Mets order. Digging in, Billy Bubba. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch of the at-bat on it. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike.
That swing had one purpose, and that was to put the ball over the wall. I guess he doesn't have much to lose with his team down this many at this point in the game.
And he falls behind 0-2. And a fastball is hit on the ground towards short. Seager is there. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. And tonight's comes to a conclusion. 6-1 the final. The Los Angeles Dodgers jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. It's a fairly tip. Now at the plate, Billy Bubba, and he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. From the stretch. And he's squaring around here, but he can't connect. 1 strike. Dero, Danny, this LA Dodger ball club as they enter play here this afternoon. They've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, taking a look at the standings right here, this team has a nice lead, comfortable. You always want to find yourself in a position where you're about 5 to 9.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Sean Perez. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Hit ball to second. A spin and a throw. They'll whip this one to first in time. Striding in once again, Sonny Gray. He did his job and laid down the successful sac bunt in his first appearance. Towards second. To his left, Bubba. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home fourth. Digging in for his second at-bat, Billy Bubba. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away. Digging in to try it again. Billy Bubba comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a fastball is lifted into the air to shallow center. LeCastro is there, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the home half, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Digging in once again, Billy Bubba. He flew out in his last at bat.
Billy Bubba.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. 6 runs, 11 hits, 1 error in the game for the Mets thus far. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1.
Oh, not sure where that one missed, and I'm not sure the pitcher does either.
Line towards center field, but this will not get down quickly enough as it's ready once again. Billy Bubba.
Second baseman, Billy Bubba.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Popped him up. Bellinger has room in foul territory, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to.
Player receives a check-in from one of his coaches. The manager gooses his team about a lackluster area of performance.
A great start to the weekend here as we've got baseball from Yankees. Now batting, Billy Bubba, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Second baseman, Bubba.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. First of 3 here on a Friday night as the first pitch is in there for strike one. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty V, talk about a team on a nice little roll right now, Dero. Start this homestand out. They've won the first 3 games, and now they open up a new series here. This could be one of those really.
Goes the other way and sends it deep down the right field line. Around first, he's digging for second. And he's going to try for 3 right out of the chute tonight. Bubba takes the turn at third. He wants it all. But no, he'll put on the brakes and head back to third.
Well, talk about starting the game with a bang, boys.
Yeah, Matt, and there's a reason this guy is leading off tonight. He can flat out fly, as you can see here. He squares up on this thing and kicks it into high gear for a triple to start us off.
Soft liner towards short. Only play is going to be at first, so that'll go as an RBI that brings home the opening marker of the ball. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Billy Bubba. He scored after tripling in his first plate appearance. What's he got in store for us here? Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike one.
Well, even though these two teams are in different leagues, they do play each other every year because of the crosstown rivalry, and it's always pretty fun.
Yeah, and for the players, Matt, they love it. Not only is there more on the line than usual, like bragging rights, but they're not having to stay at hotels and all that. It's just like a normal home game where they're driving to a different ballpark.
Hit out towards second. Oh, and he can't come up with it.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
Hit to third. Scooped up. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. 2 left for the Mets. They're up 2-0. And that'll bring up Tyler Wade. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Tyler Wade.
The 1-2. Sent on the ground out to second. And the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the. Now back to the top of the Mets order, digging in Billy Bubba as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Back goes Stanton. On the warning track, he makes the catch. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Billy Bubba. He flew out in his last at-bat. Fouled off. Green is at least partially known for his big power slider. A lot of break on that pitch, but what makes it unique is how hard he's able to throw it. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Now the 1-1 pitch. Skied into very shallow right. Judge is under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Digging in now for the Yankees, Tyler Wade. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. This is flared out towards second. Oh, and he misses it. So So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Billy Bubba. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame. First delivery to him on the way. Fastball down near the shoe tops. High and deep to right center. Allen giving chase. And he tracks it down. And this ball game is over.
4 wins in a row for these guys, and I'm sure they're feeling pretty good about themselves. We'll see how long they can keep this up.
And tonight's comes to an end. 6-3 the final. The show is on the air with Saturday Night Baseball from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game interleague series between the New York Mets and the New York Yankees. Yankee baseball starts now. To the plate now, Sweeter here. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Line drive to left. Cespedes with the catch. Runner tags from third. And he's out. Beautiful throw home to cut down the run. So leading off the inning, Billy Bubba, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this is going to be an interesting watch for me. I can only think back to when you're facing an ace. The team's playing well, you're confident, you go to the ballpark and you want to set the tone. Everybody's in the hitters' meetings trying to formulate a game plan to combat what this guy's been able to do throughout the course of the season so far. This should be an interesting game of cat and mouse today. All right, here's how the Bronx Bombers are going to set up defensively today. And manning second base, none other than Jason Kipnis. This guy likes to get dirty. He's also known as one of the best hitting.
Next for the Mets, Billy Bubba. He flew out in his last at-bat. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And it's fouled away. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Right back to him, and it's off his shoe. And he will apply the tag himself, and the inning is over. All told. Into the box now, Billy Bubba. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's set. Here it comes. A ball and no strikes. Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed. Strike one.
Just reached back and threw a high fastball right by him. He didn't stand a chance.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The 1-2. On the ground for Kipnis. This could be 2. To second for 1. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this. Next up for New York, Billy Bubba.
Number 16, Billy Bubba.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. High pop up. Davidson is under it. 1 away. Tyler White will bat next. No career at-bats for him against this particular arm in the past.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slope and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Throw on to first in time. 1 away. Ready for another shot now. Billy Bubba.
Billy Bubba.
He's set and the pitch. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3. Waiting his turn on deck, Yoenis Cespedes. Ready on 3-1. Here it comes. Well hit to right, but a foul ball. No outs, nobody on. Count remains full. There's ball 4. Here's Yoenis Cespedes. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second.
You know, Madden, every team has that one guy, and Yoenis Cespedes is that guy. Mets completely changes that complexion of that Mets betting order.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Looped out toward third. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone. But he gets back in time, safe at second base. Digging in and looking for more, Joey Gallo. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
Joey Gallo.
Sway the 0-2 pitch. And the runner's breaking for third. Just got a piece up the line. Throw to the plate, and they'll nail him at the plate as he's tagged out. 8-5 tonight. New York took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Robert Gesellman earned his 9th. Afternoon baseball now, and a fine Sunday for our national pack. Coming to the plate now, Billy Bubba, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First offering on its way. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Well, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here. It dropped another one last time out, and in fact, they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty. Dan, this team is playing well. They're getting closer in the division race. I guess my question to you, I want to ask you, did you find that you started to really pitch better as the summer months started to get hotter?
No doubt about it. Not only does his team start feeling better, but I think you get a good vibe starting to go throughout the clubhouse. You realize that the schedule is starting to wind itself down. Every game is more important. The bigger the game, hopefully the better you play. And this team's been playing some really good baseball lately.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Inciarte at second. Olson at first. 2 out in the inning. Hit hard on the ground to second. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. And the run will score as the Mets have claimed the early 1-0 advantage.
Boy, after scoring a boatload yesterday, D-Roll, they're off to a fast start again, striking here in the first inning.
Yeah, this offense is on fire. Obviously, the hitting meeting resonated with these guys. Scored a ton yesterday and picked up right where they left off.
High and deep to straightaway right. Judge going back on it, and he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. Mets forced to settle for 1 here in the inning. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. His first try. First pitch of the at-bat. A little bouncer. That's a foul ball.
And wow.
that's what they call a jam sandwich. Wow, not much you can do with that pitch that's in tight.
Hit hard to the right. Foul. A pause and the 0-2. Hit in the air down the right field line.
Judge is under it.
And that retires the side. Now in the box, Billy Bubba. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ground ball left side. Scooped up on the backhand. And the throw will not be in time, as I don't think he was going to get him anyway, but a fine effort nonetheless. So back to the top of the Yankee order, digging in. Jonas Geronimo. He'll look to bounce back after strike last time up. To third. Throws in time, and that's out number one. Stepping into the box, Billy Bubba. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the ninth. Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball one. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Do you take your chances in this situation as a hitter, knowing he's just missed outside 2 pitches in a row, and dive a little bit and try and drive something in the opposite field?
Waiting his turn on deck, Yoenis Cespedes. And a good comeback there. It's 3-1. The 3-1. A swing and a miss, and that'll fill the count at 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the ninth. Here's the left fielder. He's hitless. And now they've got him in a rundown. The tag, and he is out. And the score finishes 4-1 today. New York jumped out to an early lead.
A major league manager sometimes has to break unwanted news. This player learns he is being returned to the limbo that is AAA baseball. Whether it will be a week, a month, or a year, he cannot know. Understandably, he's not happy about it. Nor is the manager. This is one of the hardest scenes in baseball. A AAA locker room acknowledges a major leaguer who has been sent down for a tune-up. A player is confronted with a less than stellar stat. This player has been called in for a second disciplinary review. Before the manager has a chance to speak, the player has something to say. The manager makes very clear his expectations going forward. When the player resists, he gets an earful. The meeting is over. The manager hopes his words have made an impact. Clutch hitting has not been a strength for this team, and their manager lets them know it. A player is challenged to raise the bar defensively. This minor league team is reminded that the eyes of the organization are keeping tabs on them. In the minor leagues, a lost season is never fully lost because any situation can be a teaching opportunity. With the team's chances hanging by a thread, this skipper calls for a last stand. A player receives advice about the refining of his game. Late in the season and way up in the race, a team is reminded not to take its eye off the ball. An off-season check-in from a player's agent. This representative wants his client well informed on important matters. New to the majors, this player is offered schooling on the structure of his contract. The agent moves on from that topic. With the arrival of another spring, teams gather to gear up for a brand new season. A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches. A player is encouraged to continue to refine a skill essential to his game. A manager exhorts his team regarding a deficient area of production. A player is encouraged to continue to refine a skill essential to his game.
fine Friday night. Coming to the plate now, Billy Bubba, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Way in front of that fastball. Well, boys, we take a look at the Rockies' starting play here tonight. They come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium, focused on one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W, and that one of their teammates, whether it's them or someone else, has to come up with a big knock.
Digging in, Jock. And there he goes towards second. A bouncer up the middle. Oh, look at the sliding stop. Got him. Striding in once again, Billy Bubba. First delivery to him on the way. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a flare out toward right center. Gordon coming in. He can't get there, so the inning will continue.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Now batting.
Here's Jock Peterson now. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Throw over to first, and a dive, but he's back in. Throw to third, but he's in there. As also on the play, a run comes across to score. Digging in and looking for more, Billy Bubba. He singled his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. Look out as this bat shatters on impact. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Billy Bubba. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Both teams with 8 hits in this one. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. Here's the 1-2. Hit out towards second. On to first, and the Mets are going to come up empty here. That'll bring up Tony Walters.
Leading out for the Rockies, catcher, Tony Walters.
The 0-1 delivery. Third baseline. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. Throwing to second, and he is into second base with a leadoff double.
As we look again at
ready for another shot now, Matt Duffy. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. 3-2 pitch. Oh, what a stop on the slide. To first, safe. Nearly a highlight reel play. But digging in once again, Billy Bubba. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Here comes the first pitch. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. the 1-0. Runs a bit inside for a ball.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0 and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
Bat explodes as this has popped up. And he finds a way to focus on the baseball there as he has it for a big out number 2.
Well, the die was cast in the 3rd inning when they posted a bunch of runs. After that, they did everything they had to just to wrap up this victory.
13-6, the final score in this. And we pick this game up with the bases empty and a run already in the inning. Settling in now, Billy Bubba. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. Sharp ground ball to third. On to first, and this will remain.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for.
Hey, it always feels good to win a baseball game, but when you can win one at home in front of your home crowd, all those fans cheering.
And as we join the ball game in progress here, we find the bases empty, nobody out in the inning.
Leading off for the Mets.
Next for the Mets, Billy Bubba. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. This year against right-handed pitching, Bubba sitting under 300, but not by a lot. And as pitchers go, that's really an impressive number.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
Hit hard towards center on a base hit. So a great start to the 9th as the possible go-ahead run is aboard to kick off the inning. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Rod Prescott. 1. Runner goes for second. Strike taken to throw. He's well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
This catcher's not known for his throwing ability, so you compound that with a big lead at first base. He had no chance to throw that runner out at second.
Ooh, he saws him off with that one. And a good throw gets him 1 gone. And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. And he could very well get the intentional pass here, as that would set up a potential double play ball that might keep the game tied. And a swing and a miss. He struck him out. And a big out there as the go-ahead run stays at third with 2 gone now. Here's Carlos Correa now. His past numbers against Hector Rondon. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. He loses him on ball 4. Ready for another chance, Jock Peterson. And he bats in a big spot here. Go ahead run at third, 2 men out. And he strikes him out on a good pitch, so 1 run can win it as we head to Adam Liberatore comes on to work on the mound, hoping to see.
The manager gooses his team about a lackluster area of performance.
Now from Citi Field. Now at the plate, Billy Bubba, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Billy Bubba.
From the stretch. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Guys, you take a look at the Giants as they begin play here tonight. They come in losers of 7 of their last 10 games, but did earn the victory last time out.
Yeah, guys, after the first 4 games on this road trip, they find themselves 2-2, kind of par for the course. But they got to find a way to play a little bit better today, kind of turn the tide and get it working in a positive direction.
The 2-0. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Three and one.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Okay, here's how San Francisco lines up defensively. And let's take a look at Joe.
Digging in to try it again, Billy Bubba. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. The windup and the 0-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw in time and the side is retired. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. Digging in for his second at-bat, Alex Espinoza. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Hey, we're still in the early stage. This one, they're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Striding into the box, Austin Slater. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Ready on 1 and 2. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. And there's 1 away. Ready once again, Billy Bubba. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Billy Bubba.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike 1.
2 things pitchers really love: called strike 3s and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
Correa on second. Gallo is over at first with 1 away. Now a chopper to second. This will be a tough turn. And the throw will go to second as they get the force out. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out. Next up from New York, Jock Peterson. And their runners at the corners now. Looking to minimize the damage here. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away. And here's the catcher, Kevin Plawecki. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Looking to leave him loaded. Sent out to straightaway center field. Happ moves over. And they'll avoid the big inning as he makes the catch. So in now for San Francisco, Joe Panik. He was a ground out victim last time up. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Alan Hansen the next to bat. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though it would be the best result they could hope for. He's not.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Coming to the plate now, Billy Bubba.
Second baseman.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he fouls this one off. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Line to the right side. And that'll make him 1 for 4 in this one. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
Take a look at this right here. He didn't get jumpy and try and pull it down the left field line. Stayed in there, fought hard, and grinded out a nice knock the other way.
Runners off for second. Oh, and they've got him picked off. And they got him at second base on a good, smart play that time.
Yeah, and they just keep on keeping on. Got a nice little run going here.
A player's agent calls to touch base. The player expresses interest in going elsewhere. A coach hopes to help his player get more out of his plate appearances. A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches. This manager is looking to get more production out of his hitters. A player receives an update from his representative. Inferences drawn from season statistics can sometimes illuminate potential areas of improvement.